Thank you for joining us as we pay special tribute to Captain Mehalick. On the occasion of his retirement, after 21 years of dedicated and faithful service to his state and country. So for today's retirement ceremony, it is my pleasure to welcome Matt's family, his wife Mary, daughter Madison, son Matthew, his parents Donna and James, and then his in-laws Michael and Helen. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It is also my honor to introduce our distinguished guest, Lieutenant Colonel Zervida, who is going to be our presiding officer for today. And then we would also like to take this opportunity to welcome commanders, chiefs, and other distinguished guests. Thank you guys for coming. And all those unable to attend today because they're deployed or at various locations. I know we have, medical itself has 12 people at IRT, so we have some people TDY. So at this time, Colonel Zervida, could you please come forward to provide your remarks and then remain for presentation?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Colonel Zervida. It's an honor to be here and be the presiding officer for Matt's retirement. Well, Matt, the day is here, you know. Your retirement, congratulations on it. And thanks for the family for coming out as well. It's always special to see the families here. You know, a lot of times we just see the faces of the members who come here, and we forget sometimes that there's a whole supportive family, you know, that makes this possible to come in here. So, doing 20 years in the military for retirement is no easy feat. It takes a lot of sacrifice. It takes a lot of work, dedication, but it's not just you, Matt, that makes the sacrifice. It's the family as well that goes through that sacrifice. You know, when we deploy, when we go TDY, always seems like that's when things break or bad things happen when we're TDY. So thank you for letting us have Matt for the past 20 plus years. We've enjoyed having him. Now you get him back. And you'll get another weekend out of him every month. So, you know, we're ready to do it. But, you know, 20 years, it seems like when we first come in, and some of the younger folks here, like 20 years, wow, you know, it seems like an eternity when it's going to happen. But time goes by, the days, the months, the years, and before you know it, it's 10, 15, 20 years that we have in here. And I think we go through life a little too fast sometimes, right? We don't stop to slow it down. And those moments that are special to us, the people, the places, the things, right? Sometimes we don't appreciate them until they become a memory and we look back on it. So Matt, I would say slow it down today, take it all in, don't rush through everything, keep those memories going. Speaking of memories, I do have a few of Matt, and I can share with it, but I'll just say Alpena, right? When you say Alpena, which is a northern tier training area that we used to train to fight the Russians back in the day. So it provided that cold weather, that environment of Northern Europe. But Alpena was always interesting, you know, when we go there, and then when we come back, you just have to say Alpena. It was often coupled with a long sigh, and people would run their hands through their hair and, you know, think all the great things that we did there. But also talking to some of your colleagues too, and you've got some great memories of working and just being with you, you know, in the office, out in the office. Like the time you guys apparently walked like 8 miles to a Krispy Kreme, only to find out that it was closed.
That was not my idea.
Oh, okay.
Don't blame the fat kid.
All right, well, she's the one who told me about it, so she'll go on.
She wanted donuts, like good luck for it.
So, Matt, I congratulate you on your retirement and all. I've always enjoyed working with you, and I probably speak for everybody in the group that you've worked with. I've enjoyed your stimulating conversations, the thoughtful engagements and insights that we've had through the years, and just know that, you know, even though you'll be moving over to the retired community, right, you'll always be a family member of the 193rd. So, welcome back anytime.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
So we will now present
Sorry.
Attention to orders. This is to certify that the Meritorious Service Medal has been awarded to Captain Matthew W. Mehalick. Captain Matthew Mehalick has distinguished himself in the performance of outstanding service to the United States while assigned to the 193rd Special Operations Medical Group from March 8, 2015 to November 6, 2022. Captain Mehalick provided remarkable service to the unit as an industrial hygienist, where he analyzed and mitigated occupational health threats for 50 industrial work centers for over 800 airmen. He was the installation radiation safety officer working directly with the 201st Red Horse Engineering, the Air Force Radioisotope Committee, and Troxer Labs to remove 3 ground density gauge, eliminating demanding permit requirements and potential radiological health exposures to 15 airmen. Captain Mehalick oversaw the increased completion of health risk assessments for Occupational Safety Health Administration standards for hexavalent chromium and lead, improving medical surveillance and workplace compliance. Captain Mehalick bolstered as the Wing Environmental Program Manager for 18 months, ensuring compliance with federal and state regulations. He provided subject matter expertise in the evaluation of electromagnetic field radiation for the Removable Airborne Mission Information Support Operations and EC-130J multi-mission capable heavy testing indirect support of the Air Force Special Operations Command. The distinctive accomplishments of Captain Mehalick culminate a long and distinguished career in the service of his country and reflect great credit upon himself, the Air National Guard, and the United States Air Force. Given under my hand, 06 November 2022, signed Lon R. Hallstrom, Colonel, Pennsylvania Air National Guard, Commander of the 193rd Special Operations Group.
Thank you, sir.
At ease. And then please. Next up, we're gonna present the 20-year service medal. Attention to orders. Captain Matthew Mehalick is awarded the Pennsylvania National Guard 20-year service medal. Signed, Brian C. Schneider, Lieutenant Colonel Commander, 193rd Special Operations Medical Group.
This will be interesting.
This is great.
You award, ribbon, cover. Thanks, sir.
At ease. And then please remain standing. Thanks for your patience. All right. On your command, sir, we will publish a retirement order.
Publish the order.
Attention to orders. Retirement order Bravo Echo Echo -062423. Captain Matthew W. Mehalick is relieved from current assignment. Assigned to the retired reserve section and placed on the U.S. Air Force Reserve List with an effective date 24 June. At ease. Captain, if you could please remain. Everybody else, go ahead and add these numbers.
Obviously, I can't do anything without Nikki. So. You lose it, I lose it.
All right, so first I'm going to ask Lieutenant Scott Seahar to please come forward to make a presentation on behalf of USAF SAM.
Cool. I promise I won't cry.
Not much.
So I'm going to present the infamous 20-year B coin on behalf of Colonel Rentz from USAF SAM. She also sent a letter, so I'm going to read it quick. Dear Captain Mehalick, on behalf of the men and women of the bioenvironmental engineering career field and United States Air Force Medical Service, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to you and your family upon your retirement from the United States Air Force. This is a tremendous milestone and significant occasion in your lives. Your Air Force career is filled with remarkable accomplishments, leadership, distinguished service, and professional excellence. You have made a profound impact, and we honorably acknowledge the departure of one of our very best. We also wish to recognize and commend your spouse, Mary, for her service, and your children, Madison and Matthew, for their support during your Air Force career. We particularly appreciate their help and encouragement on behalf of your service. As you enjoy this auspicious and memorable occasion, we hope they will rightly share your many joys of retirement and the prospects for continued success you now face. Matt, it has been an honor to serve with you and wish you the very best on the dawning of a new and exciting chapter. Farewell and Godspeed. Sincerely, Joanna Rentz, Colonel, U.S. Air Force, BSc Chief, Bioenvironmental Engineering, Office of the Air Force Surgeon General. Congrats, sir.
Thank you.
Nice shiny. It's an upgrade from previous ones.
Okay. Next, if I could please have Senior Airman Kloschheim and Captain Kraus come forward to present the shadow box and flag. We can take it apart if you want.
No.
Wow, that's sharp.
Thank you very much.
So just a little side. That's not really his finished shadow box. He's waiting for his plaque. So in the interim, we
Yeah.
used his spotted lanternfly picture from
You give one briefing about a spotter lanternfly, and it turns into that. And it's posted all.
You have to have fun.
Yeah.
There is a placard coming in, so I like that.
So I want to say that that crappy flag that was in there, it's not that flag.
Oh, okay.
That's a different flag.
Okay.
I have a letter and a certificate for that flag.
Okay.
I'll read the
Awesome.
letter first.
Okay. Thank you.
It says, Captain Mehalick, congratulations on your impending retirement and thank you for your service. With love, Jerry Jones. No, actually, it really is. It says, thank you and go Phils. It's from Ed Spear, who runs their
Oh, that's
ground.
awesome, dude.
So the certificate says this letter will serve as confirmation that the accompanying flag, that flag, of the United States of America was flown at Veterans Memorial Wall at Citizens Bank Park on June 6, 2023, in honor of Captain Mehalick.
Awesome.
Let's have that too.
Very nice. Thank you. So the box itself was purchased by my wife, and then the whole team put it all together. So it's like everything we do, team effort. So I appreciate everything, and the time, the dedication. Yeah,
Don't speak.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was assured it was glued together well.
Well, I put that together, so don't shake it. Go ahead, Captain.
All right. So, with the short notice that I didn't have time to get all the letters back, it takes 6+ weeks, and I was given 5.
It happens.
Thanks.
We'd have to
I
talk.
did receive one letter. It's from Senator Robert Casey. It says, Dear Captain Mehalick, it is an honor to extend my warmest congratulations to you on your retirement from the United States Air Force and Pennsylvania Air National Guard following 20 years of dedicated service as a bioenvironmental officer and bioenvironmental technician. Your 2 decades of service illustrate your dedication and commitment to the Commonwealth and nation. They are not only a testament to your work ethic and ideals, but speak to your high regard in which you are held by your fellow service members and the entire nation. Please accept my sincere gratitude for your service, and I hope to take great pride in your years of service. I wish you the best for a happy and enjoyable retirement, and may the years ahead be as rewarding and fulfilling. Sincerely, Robert P. Casey, United States Senator.
Thank you. Want a picture?
Take a
Picture?
picture.
Okay. We'll send it to him. We'll tweet it to him. I will. I will. I'm a constituent.
And then any other letters I receive, I'll
All right,
to you.
thank you very
I
much.
have quite a few for you. Favorite.
Captain Krause is my colleague in public health. Work hand in hand. I don't know what that's in. All right. Yeah, that's weird.
You're good at making things weird. Alright, so both the coin and the
I saw that.
certificate
You know what?
fell.
And that's probably my fault too, because
So-
I helped put something together, so it fell apart.
This is the Pennsylvania state flag that was flown on the last flight of our EC-130J Solo, tail number 1934, on 8 September 2022. The B crew field, we have that unique mission, I guess, would be what I'm saying, or objective?
Responsibility.
To evaluate electromagnetic field exposures for our ops, our flyers. And between, I think you alone had over 90 hours of fly time on our Solo. So it was a big deal to have this flown on the last flight of 1934.
Yeah, the plane you see here,
Yeah.
it was the only 3 in the entire United States Air Force, and that's since been demodded. So
Yeah.
it's now history.
So it's legacy now.
Yep.
So I apologize, your certificate.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's like a
And this flag I won in 5th grade for a coming up with a law contest. So
Oh.
this Pennsylvania flag's been with me a lot longer than
That's right.
yeah. So,
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
It never became a law, though.
Never became a law. Thank God.
Like most things don't become laws.
Okay.
Okay.
We got like 17 more things, right?
Okay, let's do it. Keep rolling. People gotta go home.
Captain Fisher, could you please come forward and present the photo?
We're all very familiar with this photo, but as Matt was saying, it's the now retired airframe that the motto used to be never seen, always heard, and that's pretty much how you roll. You had a big mouth,
No.
but he always took his job really seriously. So we're very much used to the joking Mehalick, but if you talk to him about his job and you tried to joke about that, he would get really mad. And he would tell you right where to go because he was super serious about taking care of the airmen, taking care of the shops, and just being a really good wingman. So, thanks.
I'm sorry we haven't done a picture in 18 years, but let's do it now.
Yeah, I was looking through all my pictures, 18 years. I don't have a picture with him.
Got one now.
Send it to me.
Thanks. Well, thank you.
All right, so now we're going to read the silent ranks. So, Mary, can you come on up, please?
Yeah. Maybe for something. Good side. You gonna give my good side? I'll
Yeah.
have one.
Alright, so, in honor of the silent ranks, I wear no uniforms, no blues or battle dress green, but I am in the military in the ranks rarely seen. I have no rank upon my shoulders, salutes I do not give. However, the military world is the place where I live. I'm not in the chain of command, orders I do not get, but my spouse is the one who does, and this I cannot forget. I'm not the one who fires the weapon, who puts my life on the line, but my job is just as tough, for I'm the one that's left behind. My spouse is a patriot, a brave and prideful American, and the call to serve our country not all can understand. Behind the lines, I see the things needed to keep this country free. My spouse makes the sacrifice, but so do our kids and me. I love my other half who serves without expecting any thanks. I am known as the military spouse who stands among the silent ranks.
So, for my gals, for the wifey,
Thank you. Thank you.
and for my bestie,
And you know what?
little brother doesn't get anything yet.
Could you give him what you gave me, though? Matt, she has something for you.
Oh,
Give her Bob. Give her Bob.
fish stickers.
Read them.
Ah.
Read them out loud, Matt.
I love you.
It's okay.
Matt.
It's okay.
She wants you to say them out loud.
Huh?
She wanted you to say them out loud.
Oh, it says, Dad, you are a real deal because you're the best daddy ever. Love, Maddie and Matthew James. Thank you. I try.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you Captain Mehalick, Pennsylvania Air National Guard, retired.
So I wrote this speech last night, waiting for the baby to wake up.
He's up.
So it's not too long. The wife did ask me to not do it impromptu. Sometimes I like to go a little off the rails. So I was gonna say thank you for everybody that came out. 21 years, great time. Can't complain about one thing. Not one. Can't find. Not all. But so I think it's funny that 21 years ago, a chubby red-faced kid from Hazleton, Pennsylvania, enlisted in the United States Air Force, and 21 years now, he stands in front of you, a chubby red-faced guy who is just older and grayer and more beat up. But it's been a great adventure. So when I came in as an airman basic, so slick sleeve, nothing, I never thought like lieutenant wasn't even on the radar as far as my goals. I enlisted to follow my father's footsteps because he was active duty Air Force, continue our family history of military service, obviously go to college, and I was raised to love this country. So, like many young kids needing direction, we met with a recruiter and we were lied to. I wanted to be the dentist, like when going to dental, didn't have any spots. And Jeff Redline, retired, just walked in. You can attest to this. They tried to dump me off of medical later on, or as a med tech, but it didn't work out. So as we were going through with the recruiter, we found bioenvironmental as a description, and my dad said, "Well, hey, it says like OSHA and EPA, and maybe one day if you use that training, you could get a job on the outside," because he's still doing the job that he was trained to do on active duty Air Force. So it took about 2 years, but now I'm finally working for OSHA. So his mindset, his thought process finally paid off. I had no idea. So after reaching tech sergeant and I got my master's degree, I decided I was going to try to become the first officer in family history. And here we are. So I finally did that. I got to captain. I'm very happy with that. I will say that one of the best things about hitting this pinnacle is that I can say that I am a Mustang officer. So I did half of my career in the Air Force as enlisted, and then the other, this part, this last half as an officer. And I've been able to really get a great insight of the total force structure and how things should really roll. I was thinking, mulling over this last night in my head, and I came up with a couple key components I think that are really helpful. And when I was writing this, I kind of forgot about the lack of a lot of younger airmen that were, because they're on the IRT and things like that. But I was thinking about them when I wrote some of the stuff. So one of the first things is that I could recommend to, regardless of what rank you are, how many years you've been in, is that find a mentor and be willing to mentor other people. I've had a lot of great mentors along the way. I've watched, listened, and attempted to extract the best tactics and lessons that I could. After I've commissioned, it was when I was trying to definitely pay it forward, especially to those younger airmen, because they look at rank and they see wisdom. I don't know how much wisdom they saw in me when they see captain, but when you do come across these people, I try to do my best to give them something back. Second, always attempt to do something that will better those around you. We don't all fly planes, and we don't do cool shit like gas mask fit testing. Okay? We don't do all that. You guys don't do it. We do. 5 of us. But we do have jobs that support the mission. Take pride in your work and do it well. It's the little things that add up, and those little things often make the difference. Lastly, this is dear to my heart, is that
Okay.
you take your oath seriously. Enlisted or officer, we volunteer to wear the uniform of our nation. We can't lose sight of the importance we play in this volunteer service. We face challenges and changes. I'm not going to get into detail now. Current climate's changing rapidly around us, it seems, but we can't waver from our commitment to this country. I pray there will always be people like us that will believe in something greater than just ourselves. I'm going to wrap it up now. So I want to thank my family. It's been 21 years. Thank you. My mom didn't want me to do this. I don't know why. Wait it out.
I begged him not to do this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
My medical family, you guys took me in at 17. I was like the second Right Star class that ever came through this wing. It's been a fun time. It's the only medical unit I've ever known, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I've been blessed to be surrounded with professionals like you guys, and I'll always be thankful for that. Gonna get through this last one without crying. To my wife, you've been my rock. You sacrificed tremendously all the time. The hobby is now over. Okay, I will now be yours and the kids to use and abuse. Okay, that's every weekend for 2 weeks now. All those other days I try to sneak in. All right, so I am done. My mom brought up some cake. She kept bothering me about how much cake to bring, so it's in the back. Thank you all for coming out. I know you're all very busy, so I appreciate it. It's been a tremendous pleasure to serve you. Thank you.